Good morning, everybody. Welcome to INFT 124. My name's Steve Pelton, and I'm your lead instructor for this semester. You've gotten through the first week, or the first half week, I guess, to be official. So good. We're really into the meat and potatoes of it, if you will, now. And we're really going to start to move quickly in this class. But I wanted to give you just kind of this introductory video, just to kind of let you know in broad brushstrokes what the class is about. But also, probably more importantly, is to attach a face with a name. There is a kind of a tendency to be, as an online student, to feel separated, kind of sequestered off in your own little corner of the house. You're talking to people, but you're not really, because it's all virtual. So I like to do these kinds of things just because I think it adds a little level of comfort for some students. They're not alone. There actually is a person behind all the comments that are being made and everything. In fact, for classes like this, there are two. We have two instructors. So I want you to know that this is something that's a very doable class. It can be a very enjoyable class. But I know if this is one of your first online classes, it might be a bit of a struggle just to kind of get acclimated to the whole idea of online education. So again, I try to do these weekly if I can. The class itself, what are we really trying to cover in this class? It's broken up into three main parts. Now, we are talking about things like email this week, and we'll talk about cloud technology as well. But primarily, it's going to be Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Yes, other things kind of get tossed in there, but those are the three big pieces. And a lot of this class is self-guided. It's exercises, it's practice exercises, these so-called pause and practice exercises that are really meant to just get you more and more into these different software programs and get you much more comfortable with them, so that by the end of the semester, you may not be an expert, but you know them really well. So what I always tell my students is this: whether I'm teaching this online or I'm teaching this on one of our campuses, is everyone's got a different level they start at. You might be here, you might not do very much at all with Word, Excel, or PowerPoint, or you might be here, you might use them all the time, or something like that. The goal of a class like this is wherever you start, is that everybody moves up. That's the goal. It's just everybody moves up. I don't really care if you're already an expert or you're middle of the road or you have no idea what these kinds of things are, because all of you are going to improve. And that's really the goal. The goal is really to see how these programs and how everything, frankly, in this class is going to apply to not only your other classes while here at Bryant Stratton, but in each one of your careers. So a lot of the questions we're going to ask during the weekly online discussion boards will be questions to that effect. How are you going to use Excel on the job? What purpose is there going to be for presentation software in your future in the criminal justice field, or in accounting, or in graphic design, or whatever the case may be? And let me tell you, all of you are going to use it one way or another, these different kinds of programs. So that's broad brushstrokes, what we're going to be doing in this class. Now, if you have questions going forward, any questions, email us, both of your instructors. Probably the easiest way to get a hold of us is through email, but also check in the About Your Instructor tab, because it will tell you the specific times for office hours, whether it's through Skype or through phone, whatever the case may be. The point, though, is that we are here for you. That's why we're here in the first place. It's not just because we need a warm body to kind of throw some information at you all. It's to really help you out. It's to help you, to make you feel more comfortable, to make the learning process more seamless and more relaxed. It's going to be rigorous. There's lots to do, but we want you to know that you're not going to be alone. So please reach out to us whenever you have any kind of question. This week, we're going to be working on some stuff in email and in Outlook. Most of you are probably relatively familiar with email, and Outlook in particular. Some of you might not be. So a lot of what we're going to be doing this week is going to be surrounding that. I did just send out to every one of you this information management software, that's a very big term for it, exercise. You're going to basically look at the instructions in the activities folder, in the week 2 folder, and then you're going to respond to me, the email that I gave you. You're just going to reply right to me with your answer as per the instructions. There's a couple of other smaller exercises as well. The big thing I would say is also try to get into the discussion boards as early as you can during the week. That gives you plenty of time then to respond to your classmates The goal for everybody is to have at least one original post each week, and then minimum 3 responses to 3 different students in their threads, the threads that they create. That's really the goal in this class when it comes to the discussion board. So a lot I just gave at you, kind of threw at you. I know you're probably all feeling like you're drinking from the fire hose, as they say. But again, reach out to me if you have any questions. Reach out to both of us, both of your instructors, and we'll see how this week goes. Thanks, folks.